One integer is 5 less than the other. Their product is 84. Find the integers. Well, there are two integers that we need to find here. So we have to follow the blueprint and solving word problems. And the first step there is, of course, your step 1R, representation. Let's represent the two numbers. One integer and the other. If we translate 5 less than the other, we have to represent first the other number, all right, as your x. So let x, which is the other, let x be the other number. And how about this one integer here? Remember that we are to find one integer and the other. We represented the other as x. And so how do we represent 5 less than the other? How do you write 5 less than the other? It will be x minus 5, all right? So it's gonna be x minus 5. And this be your x minus 5 be one integer. So these are the two numbers that we need to find. X be the other number, and of course, x minus 5 is that one integer, right? So that's x minus 5. And now we find the equation based on this. It says their product is 84. Their product is 84. So what operation is that? Of course, it is multiplication. And now we write our equation based on that. And let's say their product is 84. In order to come out with this equation, their product means we multiply these two numbers. We multiply x and x minus 5, and that's equal to 84. So these are your two numbers with product 84. X, other number, the other one integer is that x minus 5. So x times x minus 5 equals 84. And we notice that this is a quadratic equation when we simplify. Well, let's verify that. So let us solve. In solving for x times x minus 5, we distribute x. We distribute x. We multiply x to x and then x to negative 5. So what is x times x? By distributive property, you have x squared. And we have x times negative 5 here. That's negative 5x. And that's equal to 84. We have to make sure that the right side is 0. So we can factor it if possible. To do that, we subtract both sides by 84. So minus 84. But if you look at our left side, none of them are like terms. So we simply write the equation as is. This expression as is. And so now we have x. We have x squared minus 5x minus 84 equals 0. And now it's quadratic, but let's see, can we factor x squared minus 5x minus 84 equals 0? That's quite the factors. Can you tell me the factors of negative 84? Let's say negative 84, whose sum is negative 5. Now, think of this. If you are factoring a negative number, what should be the sign so that you will get a negative number? You can try all the signs. Negative times negative equals positive, so it cannot be negative, negative. Positive times positive is positive, so it cannot be negative. How will you get a negative product? If you multiply negative by positive or positive by negative. So we can write here positive, negative. or negative positive. It doesn't matter as long as we get the correct sum, right? So maybe I can write positive, negative. If you want, you can put negative, positive. But what's important here is write the correct factors. So, what are factors of negative 84 whose sum is negative 5? Be thinking of any number? Maybe we can start with maybe bigger than 2. What number divides 84? You can divide it by 4. 84 divided by 4 is 21. But what's the sum here? It's negative 17. So maybe we have to make it bigger. And we can have 6. Let's try 6. What's 84 divided by 6? Let us try. You have 6 here. Divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 6, 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. And bring down 4. 24 divided by 6 is 4. Or, okay. Right. So 6 and then 14. But what's the sum here? Negative 8. Maybe we can try 7. Can we try 7? All right, let's try 7. Can we divide by 7? We'll just try. I believe we can divide by 7. This is 1. 1 times 7, 7. 8 minus 7. You have 2. 1, and then 14 divided by 7 is 2, so you have negative 12. So 7, positive 7, and negative 12. Now what's the sum here? Negative 5. So see, you can try any pairs and then make sure that you get the correct sum. So what are those factors of negative 84 sum is negative 5? It's gonna be 7 and negative 12. So what are your factors here? Is x squared? Right. Let's look at this. We can write here. Right. So we're factoring x squared minus 5x minus 84. So the key to that is to, of course, factor negative 84 sum is negative 5. And these are positive 7 and negative 12. But what else is missing? The factors of x squared. What are the factors of x squared? X times x. So now we have x plus 7 and x minus 12. And we solve for the equation by setting its factor to 0. We have x plus 7 equals 0, or x minus 12 equals 0, minus 7 both sides. Your x is equal to 7. And how about here? Plus 12 both sides. That should be negative 7. I just want 7. Right? So let me, that should be negative 7. Oh. How about here? It's gonna be x equals 12. But are we done here? Remember that in our answer, we only found x. And there are two values of x. Negative 7 and then 12. Now, where is our x minus 4? We need to find this because we are required to find two numbers. So that means there are two sets of answers here. There are two sets of answers. And let us write our answer here. Let's write our answer here. So when x is equal to negative 7, what is x minus 5? We have negative 7 minus 5. We have negative 12. All right. Now what if x is equal to 12. What is our x minus 5? Remember that your x is 12, so plug in. We have 12 minus 5, you have 7. So there are two sets of answers. These are, all right, let me write here the two sets of answers. We have -7, -12, and 7, 12, right? 7 comma 12. So these are the two sets of answers. We have -7, -12, and 7, 12. Any of this, they are all accepted. Since it did not say positive or negative, it just said integers. Are they all integers? Yes, -7, -12 are integers. 7 and 12 are also integers. When you check their product, -7 times -12 is positive 84. Same thing with 7 times 12, it's positive 84. And one is 5 less than the other. So we have those answers, two sets of answers. Any questions?